We are live.
We are live.
You would have gotten, sorry, Night Family out of me, and that's about it,
Coming to you live from SoHi Studios. This is the Sports Fiends.
Welcome to the Sports
Mark
Fiends Show.
really wanted to be here today.
The show where, just like you,
I was going to bring some pizza, but my balls are frozen.
This joke has really evolved into new generations week over week here. I like that.
They are legit frozen. Otherwise, I would have bought.
They're not going to be
Frozen balls are no good.
They're not going to be soft that way. That's for sure.
No, they're very hard.
We're playing hardball out here now.
Might have to get that checked out.
Because then they go sweaty.
Here's your host.
You can't soft pitch those.
No. Score! It's hard to toss those balls.
For sure.
Oh, we're going off the rails early.
Go balls.
Rails?
Yeah, where were the rails? I missed them. I couldn't see them. Is there something I
don't
can do
even know
about
if
that?
All right, welcome to the show. Vinny, hit it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, we got all three of us. That is a commemorative,
Yes.
if I can say it.
It's a special occasion.
Yes, we're all three back in the studio. Nobody's out on assignment.
Amazing.
We are live coming to you from SoHi Studios in Denver, Colorado, and we are brought to you by iEnvy Vision. iEnvy Vision is, devoted to offering affordable and fashionable eye care. iEnvy Vision is your eye care advocates. Their goal is to provide all with the education and awareness needed to make an informed decision about your vision and health. They are located off of Alameda and Buckley in Aurora, Colorado, but you can call today at 720-762-4290 or book online at ienvyvision.com. They take most medical insurance and Medicaid. So call or book today, 720-762-4290 or ienvyvision.com. That's 720-762-4290 or ienvyvision.com. iEnvyVision, we see you. All right, and make sure you tell them that you saw that on the Sports Fiends when you see them. All right, guys, we got a lot to get to. My computer might die again, but that's okay because
we're professional.
everything's up here, so it's good. We're good. We're good.
Boy.
I'm
we're
good.
really
We're
in
good.
trouble.
I swear we're good.
Screw you guys. I'm going home.
Screw you guys. I'm going on assignment.
Yes, I'm putting myself on assignment for the next 2 weeks. In Hawaii. That's where I'm going on assignment. That's
Nice.
that's
Your
what we're
computer
doing.
dies and then you just disappear.
That would be hilarious.
You can find all the NFL head coaches hanging out with reporters in Hawaii.
Oh, give him a zinger for that one, Vinny.
That's how I roll it.
That was a deep dig there.
Thanks.
All right, so we got a lot to get to. Speaking of deep, we got a deep show today.
Yes.
We're even going to talk some Avalanche today, man.
Woo!
Actually, I think I'm going to start the show off with the Avalanche because what the Avalanche did the night before last is nothing short of, I don't want to call it a miracle, but it definitely gave me, I have more hope in the Avalanche than any other team in Colorado right now. I have more faith in that
The
team.
Rockies? Come on. I'm just kidding.
No, okay,
like
we're
that
gonna get
one?
to the Rockies. We're gonna get to the Rockies because the Rockies did something special too this week, so we're gonna get to that.
They won?
Well, it's not even just that they
I
won,
know,
man.
I
I
know.
mean, it's
Sorry.
who they beat.
They won a series against the Dodgers and the Padres this week.
Crazy.
Right.
They're on track to improve by 21 games.
They haven't beaten the
Is that like a 300%?
Dodgers in 10 years. Like, they beat them like one game or something like that in 10 years, something crazy. The Dodgers just like own the Rockies, but hey, they beat them. You know, even the sun shines on a dog's ass some days, right?
Yeah.
Right, Ryan?
Yeah, twice
Right?
a day, I think. Isn't that how it goes?
My buddy was the guy that owns this place, our host of the show here. He was the military appreciation hero of the game.
Oh, nice.
Sunday the
All right.
19th.
That's
Nice.
awesome.
So he got to witness the Dodgers finally go down in flames by the Colorado Avalanche, or Colorado Avalanche, the Colorado Rockies. I'm still.
Standing ovation.
You're not used to talking
from
about
the
them winning,
Stolberg
yeah.
crowd.
I'm not.
Pretty cool,
I'm
man.
really not. But let's
that's
talk
cool,
about some
Vinny, for
teams
sure.
that are winning. The Nuggets. I mean, they did lose. They dropped game 2. A lot of people are blaming the officiating. I mean, I'm not blaming the officiating, but I think both teams.
But
No. Hear me out. I think both teams have a reason to gripe. That was poorly officiated for both teams. It seemed like at the beginning they were calling everything, trying to keep things calm. And then they weren't calling anything. And then they tried to calm things down again when it got out of control and started calling everything again. And it was just so lopsided. And I don't mean like lopsided for one team or the other. I mean, it was just lopsided. It slowed the game down. The game was boring. It was long. It just took forever, it seemed like.
I watch for the refs. I don't know what you're talking about.
Right. I forgot. How foolish of me, Ryan. We pay good money to see the refs.
Those are the real superstars.
I mean, Mike, you always get on me about, because I get on the refs. You and Mark both get on me about always calling out the refs. I'm not saying that it was the refs this time. I do think that the Denver Nuggets took their foot off the gas. I think they did. But it was a poorly officiated game. Like, there was some calls that, like Jokic getting pushed in the back. There was just all kinds of calls, and there was even against the Nuggets. Nuggets were getting away with a lot of BS too. So what did you take away from that game?
I don't necessarily think that it was a product of the officiating for that game. It was just that kind of that little hole that the Nuggets be falling in, like towards the last, like after the All-Star break, where they just like weren't as clutch as they are known to be. You know what I mean? There is like a good stretch of this season where I would watch and feel like, even if the Nuggets were down, I still had confidence that they could, had a very good chance of pulling off the win. And but then they kind of hit a funk towards the end of the season, and I feel like that they were able to close out game one, like they brought back that magic. And in game two, they somehow blew a 19-point lead, man. But if we're talking about the officiating, man, you know how Chris Phenz feels about the officiating.
I mean, that does lead some people to believe that it's like that LeBron letter in the bubble, right?
Yeah.
All of a sudden
he complains about it, and then all of a sudden things are different in game two. I don't necessarily think that the officiating was any more horrendous than it normally is in game two.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
I think that the fact that AG was obviously not even close to his normal, not even 50%, I think, in that game.
Chelsea, he's out tonight.
Yeah, he's out. It shows that he's out tonight. I think they said, I thought I heard him say that they knew something was off after the game, but they went into practice. Was it this morning that they where they had him listed as questionable?
And you said this is AG?
AG. And they had two game plans for the practice today, and if it went one way, then he'd play, and if it went the other, which it obviously did, he would be sitting this one out with some calf soreness. And kind of like with a broader brush, I feel like if he's going to miss significant time in the playoffs, then I'm extremely worried about the Nuggets' chances of making it very far in
yeah, but he's
playoffs.
A soft defender, though, right? So
no, he's not.
I think he's
according to McDaniels, he's a soft defender.
With one calf, he is. I mean, that's. I feel like that's the call out.
Yeah,
there.
he's a fraction of his regular self when he's playing hobbled. Even though he was able to pull off the slam dunk contest dunk.
I know, dude. I was going to say that if you didn't.
Was so dope.
And I think that the reason I heard a rumor, the reason he did that is because that McDaniels has in the past done that same exact thing to the Nuggets, and so that was kind of like a middle finger to Jaden McDaniels by Aaron Gordon, and possibly contributed to why McDaniels decided to get spicy after the game.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
But I was kind of thinking
Mike's
about
peeling back the onion.
When I first heard
It's like, don't bury the lead, bro.
When I first heard that from McDaniels, I kind of cringed a little bit, because that's like that's like
not wise.
He said the quiet part out loud. You know what I mean? Or that's like locker room talk or whatever.
Yeah, that's something you say in your locker room.
Yeah, and then I thought back to how I was pretty upset about their coach calling out the officiating when it clearly wasn't as lopsided as he was trying to make everyone believe. But now I'm kind of looking at it in a different light for some reason, because I feel like maybe that was like good coaching. You know what I mean? Kind of establish like an attitude that the team he wants the team to have.
He wants his team to be able to get away with the fouls that they've been getting away with for the past 3 years.
And I think that maybe like McDaniels took some inspiration for that, but he shouldn't have. I think he took it a little far. You know what I mean? He's I'm not a smart man, Jenny. So I'm sure he got a couple of. I'm sure he. I'm not a smart man. No, I'm sure he got some of his teammates maybe and some coaches maybe afterwards.
Oh, if we were teammates,
dude,
dog, I'd
dude,
have
you
smacked him in the back of the
dude,
head.
What the hell are you doing?
What are you doing?
Shut up.
Don't awake a sleeping
Shut your
giant.
mouth.
We have them where we want them.
Yeah.
And then
What are you doing?
So then leading into tonight's game, I kind of feel like that should have been fuel for the fire. Like that kind of thing pisses off Jamal Murray. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
And the fact that he called out so many guys by name, I heard like
Not Jamal Murray. Did he call out? He didn't call out Jamal.
No,
he called
didn't call
out AG.
Jamal, but Jamal's just that kind of guy that's going to take that
He called
disrespectful.
Jamal.
You know what I'm saying?
Did he call Jamal?
Yeah, he did.
Okay,
That was
okay.
the second
Jamal,
one,
Cam
yeah.
Johnson, Tim Hardaway, Aaron Gordon, and Jokic.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is who he called out.
Okay.
By name. And I feel like I was like, yes. You know, I thought it was stupid that he said it, but then at the same time, I'm thinking like, look, that's gonna really light a fire under the Nuggets' ass to like kind of get in there and prove them wrong. And
Hopefully.
I was like envisioning like a monumental game from Jokic after that. You know what I'm saying? Like just like a statement game. But with AG out, man, I'm really having doubts. Big
I don't
time.
know. I already, like, if you talk about lighting a fire, I already felt like Jokic was kind of forcing it a little bit down the stretch. Like, it seemed like, because Rudy Gobert kind of was a little bit disruptive on a couple possessions.
He was really grabby.
It felt like he was kind of taking that personal, like, instead of trying to make the best play, which is very uncharacteristic for him. It felt like he was trying to just show Gobert that he couldn't stop him. And he did get, the nice, like, poster dunk at one point, but there
That
was
was
also, there was a couple of possessions that he just didn't get good looks, and he kind of forced it just to be like, I can score however I want no matter what you do, sort of thing,
I think there was a point in the second half of the game where the Minnesota Timberwolves had figured out like that if they crash the rim and they hit the lane, that the Nuggets for whatever
he said
reason
so.
were performing poorly.
That's what I was gonna say. Like, I don't look at it as a game where they got up by 19 and they just kicked their feet up and said we're good, right? Like it just seemed like Minnesota started attacking the rim, and
The Nuggets didn't have an answer.
Well, I mean, even Stan Van Gundy's not the greatest announcer in the world, but even he was calling it out, right? And it's like they didn't have an answer. And I get Jokic is trying to stay out of foul trouble, and Valley only played 3 minutes in the whole game, so like you have
well, his
limited-
3 minutes were really bad.
Right.
Yeah, he had
right.
as many like
He had
rebounds as he did fouls.
two
Yeah.
fouls in the 3 minutes, exactly.
Yeah.
So it's like
It wasn't like the game one where he came in and actually contributed.
But outside of those two, it's like you're relying on your perimeter defense to keep people out of the paint in the first place. And if they get in there, there's not a lot of resistance the way that you get against a lot of other playoff defenses, to be fair. And that's not just a playoff thing. That's affected the Nuggets, the last few seasons.
And
to be
nobody's
honest.
saying that McDaniels isn't correct. Just saying it wasn't a wise call.
I think that he had that in his head because it's something that his coach told him. He's like, man, coach told me that they're bad defenders. But it was just like a game plan. You know what I'm saying? That was effective for them.
It worked.
And
Yeah.
I'm sure it's going to carry on into Game 3. And I'm a little concerned. Without AG and Peyton Watson both out. That's like their two best defenders. So,
Yeah. Well,
so it's going to be an issue protecting that rim if there's nobody there to protect the rim.
And not even just this series, though, right? Like, if they get through Minnesota, what's the answer going to be against San Antonio and Oklahoma City?
If
Yeah.
San
Right.
Antonio makes it.
Well,
because
yeah,
now
obviously the concussion's a big factor for
Man.
Wemby there.
I don't know.
That was bad, too.
They won most of their games this year without Wemby.
Yeah, I mean,
Like they were just as good, if not slightly better numbers wise, without him.
and even when he was playing, like there was a lot of games, especially early in the year, where he's only playing 25 or 30
Exactly.
minutes. So it's
And they were still beating teams like a drum.
like
so,
I think Portland can definitely, if they can steal one at at least one at home and stretch that series out, that's going to be a factor in the next round. But I think Wemby's would be on track to come back in game 5 or 6,
Something
depending
like
on
that.
his
Something like
progress.
that.
So it's just hard to see.
That
I
really
mean, they dropped that game
depends,
the other
man.
night.
Nope, concussions could be a lot longer than that.
Well,
It
it
really
depends.
depends.
It depends.
that was
exactly,
nasty,
yeah.
man.
He was knocked out, right?
Yeah, he was out cold.
His head bounced twice.
The lights went out.
He tried to get up, and then he just went to sleep on the
Yeah.
floor.
Crazy, dude. Crazy.
Yeah,
Very-
that was
very
It was
scary
scary.
stuff,
I hope
It was
he's
scary.
okay, man, honestly.
So do we.
I
So do we.
understand we're competitive and that there's quote unquote sports hate, but yeah, you hate
No,
to see,
I know. You don't
I
wanna
also
see it.
hate to see something like that happen.
That's not the way you want to beat
No.
teams.
No. Not if you're a sports
Right.
like Yeah, nobody wants to see
There's
that.
not even a small part of you that was like, that's kind of good for the Nuggets, maybe.
No, I mean no, because I've said this several times on this show. I want the
Makes
Nuggets
me
to
go
beat the
back
best.
to the natural shooting rule. You know, what's your natural position of actually trying to shoot
Make a
ball
shot, yeah.
or pass a ball?
Oh, you're referring to Devin Booker.
That was a good one, though, huh?
His little tirade. and he's going to get fined. And I think that
I think there's a GoFundMe where it's already covered.
Devin Booker is already kind of whiny, and he was definitely
So
whining.
whiny,
but
dude.
but
It's the worst.
two things can be true at once. I mean, he was not lying. You know.
He's not.
In what
Right.
world is it like? And then I'm sure it didn't go down precisely like that, but it really did look like that Caruso told the ref call a tech, and then he called a tech. You know what I mean? Like we can't be.
It's getting as bad as soccer.
We can't have that visual. Right there.
That's a bit far. That's a bridge too far, Vinny. But that's
Yeah, don't you dare, Vinny.
all right. We're gonna get back to basketball, but let's talk a little Avalanche, man, because the Avalanche did something the other night that I haven't seen them do in a couple of decades.
What was that?
That was be clutch in the clutch.
Oh yeah.
Like sincerely, man.
Couple decades.
No, for real. Like usually
No,
they
they're
fold
just-
in those games where it's the end of the third period and they get a score on them. They usually fold in that situation, especially in the playoffs.
Not once on the cup run.
No,
No,
I
'cause
wouldn't
they weren't
say for
behind on the cup
decades,
run.
man. But I would say definitely this season, some problems have been like their power play has not been great for whatever reason, and then in the overtime situations, like they're not necessarily great in overtime, which would speak to you talking about clutch play. And they're definitely poor at penalty shots and shootouts for some reason, which are all like areas of the game that they should not be poor at, but they just have been for one reason or another this season.
They can usually outscore those things.
But so since that's been a problem this season, it's good to see that, especially since like the Olympic break. I think they've been doing much better at those. They've shown tangible improvement, and it's. But it didn't matter because they were already the best team in the NHL. You know, but not by a long shot, but pretty much clear from the beginning of the season that they were the best.
When the Kings scored that goal, like not only did it take the air out of my lungs, and I was like, oh no. It happened again, you know. Like it's my first. It happened again.
Did you watch that whole long ass game?
I did till midnight. I watched the whole game.
They had a whole ass overtime, and they had an extra intermission with the
Double overtime.
17 minutes. 17 minutes of intermission
glass.
because
The
of the
glass
glass.
break, yeah.
We got some incredible Hulk as a fan out there just
Dude,
grabbing
how did
the
that
glass.
even
I think
break?
Sean Payton was like 2 rows behind it, wasn't he?
Yeah.
So maybe, yeah.
Sean Payton didn't make it the whole game.
But yes, I did watch that entire game all the way down to midnight. And what I saw and what I mean by clutch is, like I said, they took the air out of even my lungs, but you could hear a pin drop in the can when they scored that goal.
You know, I've heard some people saying that have been in the bowl that so far in the playoffs, like the atmosphere for the Avs game is nowhere near as electric as the
Nuggets game. But that's
which
because
is weird because have you ever been to an Avalanche game? It's insane.
But they haven't been clutch in recent years. Maybe I'm being a little overzealous or speaking too wildly when I say for decades. I'm saying I haven't seen them be that type of clutch. Me personally.
I don't think that's why it's not the same energy, though. Like, I think that it's because the Wolves are, a lot more likely to beat than, like, the Avs are a huge favorite against this Kings team. You're expecting them to win this series, and then
it's not.
And there's a rivalry with the Minnesota Timberwolves with the Nuggets.
Well, and I think if
crowd gets
you
been
inevitably see Avs and Dallas Stars in the next round, if you're winning an overtime game at home in that series, like
Right.
then you can compare that energy, and I think you're gonna see what you're talking about on the Nuggets side. But
I
it's
can
just
agree with that.
it's just kind of like right now it's kind of like, okay, you're beating a AAA team, like don't celebrate too hard. You're supposed to, That's how I view it.
Well, I'm
anyway.
going to celebrate hard as a Colorado fan because right now it's a great day to be alive in Colorado as a sports fan. I mean, the Nuggets are pushing, making their run for another chip. Avalanche are up 2-0 on the Kings, which they're supposed to be, but The fact is that the Avalanche have been in this position before where they're the best team in the league and then lost in the first round of the playoffs. So for them to go down 1 in the third period and then come back and score 2 unanswered goals, 1 in overtime, in such a clutch play, like that was such a clutch play. That pass, can you believe that pass through the crease?
Yeah, that was nuts.
For the scoring, for the win?
The 5-hole pass, that was
That
crazy.
Bruh!
fantastic.
Jew had the cojones on this man to send that puck where he did. I think a lot of people aren't giving that pass the justice it deserved, the praise it deserves. That pass was incredible.
You see the irony of Waugh scoring on a Forsberg?
I do. That is really weird. That
It
is
is.
really weird.
Yeah.
And neither one of them are of relation to the other two.
It's pretty wild.
Like apparently
Are they?
Forsberg is a very common name. Where they come
Sweden?
from? Yes, where
It's
they
like-
come from. It's like Smith.
Yeah.
And then the same
Johansson,
thing with Waugh in Canada. It's just like it's Johnson or Smith. Like it's everybody has that name. To me, you're still all fam though. You can't have the same last name and you don't have any familiar like anything DNA. Like, is that possible?
We're spiraling a little bit, but okay.
Okay, yeah, we're
losing
going
it.
off the rail.
You're losing it.
It's good television.
Yeah, that's great.
Anyway,
that's great.
But it is a great day to be alive in Colorado. I mean, just to finish this run here, even the Rockies are making a run. Like they beat the Dodgers in a series,
boy.
beat them twice. For the first time in at least 10 years or so. I believe it's been 10 years since the Rockies have beaten the Dodgers. So kudos to the Rockies. I'm still not watching. I'm still not supporting until the Mumfords are no longer majority owners. I will say that 100 times on this show. I am hoping
with
that. Well, I mean, the Penners just took 40%. It's only a 20% buy.
You think they grab another 11% in the next 5 years?
From your mouth to God's ears, Ryan. I am putting that up to on high.
At least there's a bigger wallet that's at the table now too. That's a big deal for sure.
Well, that's the key thing, and a wallet that actually wants to win in sports, not just win in business.
Just in time for the inevitable salary cap.
Yeah, right, exactly.
I know we finally get big deep pocket owners, and then they're like, "Oh yeah, the Rockies got a deep pockets cap."
They were like, "Oh, you guys are about to have a lockout. Let's buy half of it almost."
For real.
Once again, the Dodgers doing favors to the Rockies. Everything that they do.
Yeah.
I mean, we are their farm system, right? So on top of all of that, the Broncos are coming off of a legit run for the Super Bowl, right? And getting ready for the draft. The draft is tonight. We'll get into that a little bit tonight. We'll look over what everybody's doing. It's pretty much, we looked at it pre-show. It's pretty much like almost every mock draft that was posted out there is going like sequential. Like
Cowboys traded up for Caleb Downs, the safety out of Ohio State.
All right. We're going to get into it. We are going to get into it. I promise. We are going to talk draft. I just got to give some love to my Colorado. I know. It hurts. No, I'm just kidding.
What hurts? The Rockies? That hurts me?
Yes. When they beat Boston.
I think it's really cute. Like I think we're like one game apart in the standings right now. And in Boston, that means that the sky is falling and everything's falling apart.
And for us,
and
it's
in Colorado, it's like, well, next year we're gonna challenge for a wild card, and then the year after that we could go for a NL West title. And it's
the memes are vastly different for sure.
Yes. Way on the ends of the spectrum. That's for sure.
It's pretty funny.
They're
though.
doing so good. They gave me a free jersey. Here we go.
There you go.
Hey.
I'm happy for y'all though. It's fun when the Rockies are good in this town for sure.
My point
or at
is
least like
that
not awful, like.
My point is that I can't think of, and I've been here. I'm a native to Colorado, so I'm telling you, I can't think of a time as a sports fan where every team was clicking on all cylinders, or at least has a chance to
something to root for.
Yeah, and it's just a great time. I just wanted to point that out. It's a great time. Can you think of a better time, Mike? I mean, you're a native. You've lived here. You're a Colorado fan. Can you think of a better time in sports when Colorado was so big?
No, not across the board like that, but there's just been pockets of different teams doing well throughout my long life.
Your long life.
Yep.
Through my tenure walking on this planet. Well, let's hope it's a very long tenure there, Mike. But I can't think of a time where like you said, it's spotty at best. The Broncos are really good. Nuggets suck. Avalanche are terrible. The Broncos are terrible. The Nuggets win a championship, right? It's just like, that's the way it's been my whole life as a sports fan here. This is the first time in my lifetime to where it seems like in all major sports, Colorado is like,
I know there's a lot of factors involved with that, but do you think that has anything to do with like how the city has grown in population over recent years? Like, is it officially becoming a little bit bigger market where there's just more investment into being competitive across the board, or
I think ownership.
It's too broad to like point it down.
No,
to just
you
that.
can pinpoint it. I think it's ownership. It is definitely ownership in all corners with the exception of the Rockies.
Until lately.
Right on time.
Until they decided to take a step back like this year.
Right.
That's the wisest decision they've ever made. But even if you take them out, it's ownership. It's ownership allowing the people that are football people, the people that are basketball people, the people that are hockey people to do their jobs. The Avalanche and the Denver Nuggets have been on the cusp for the past 5 years. It's ownership. Now, granted, we're not professional. I was like, what the hell is that?
I don't think that's in my headphones.
I thought it was me.
Is that the voice in my head?
My bad.
I don't know what happened there.
Tell the voices in your head to quiet down, Ryan. We're doing a show
The
here.
voice is back in town.
That was an unauthorized commercial.
That was pretty good, though.
And now we're back. and
we're live.
All right, I'm done gloating and
I blame AI.
panning over my state and my teams. But it is a good day to be alive, as a Colorado fan. It's just I've never seen it like this before. So just enjoy it, Colorado. That's all I'm saying. Just enjoy it while it lasts. Here's another thing that I've never seen before is OKC does look completely unstoppable, fellas. Like, I know they're playing against...
Who are they playing against? Phoenix.
No, I mean, I know they're not
you're
playing...
trying to describe them. Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
that's what I was trying to do. I was trying to do it without cussing. So I will say crappy team.
Straight cheeks.
The dwarf stars.
Yes.
That was
I mean,
a
they were...
space joke.
I was...
Sorry.
I mean, the Suns aren't that bad, dude.
Well, I was going to ask. I was going to pose the question to both of you. Are the Suns really that bad? Or, I mean, to me, they had a really good run at the end of the season. They have potential, but are they really that bad? Or is OKC really that good? And I am of the opinion that OKC is really that good.
They are that good. I just absolutely despise their game, man.
I don't like it
beat
either.
it to death, but it's just so hard to watch and it sucks. So, but
Yeah.
But it works.
There's levels to this stuff. Like Phoenix isn't a awful team. Obviously they looked good on the play-in stage, but the Thunder are just in a different stratosphere, and they were supposed to do this, right? Like nothing that we've seen in the first two games is really surprising. If it was any closer than it was, we'd be asking what was wrong with them right now, to be honest with you. I don't think it's a reflection on them being anything different than what we thought they were coming into the playoffs up to this point.
I mean, that's fair.
Did you think that the Lakers were going to handle the Rockets like this?
No. And I was going to get to that too. Like,
how much is that good Lakers, good LeBron? How much is that bad Houston?
That's a same thing with the Thunder and the Suns. You know what I mean?
Sure.
no, but Houston is actually a good team.
Houston, we thought.
I think Houston is tough. You know what I mean?
They're just
tough.
inexperienced.
I think they're a lot better than the Suns.
Yes.
A lot better.
Yes.
On paper,
But
at least.
I'm just kind of
No,
surprised.
like, period. Like, honestly, put together, they are a better team than the Suns. Like, they are.
Surprised, but not surprised that without their two best players, the Lakers have had to call upon old man LeBron to step it up, and he has.
And he has.
You know what I mean?
He stepped up and stepped in, man. We were calling him out on this show. We were asking, like, is he going to do it? Is he going to shoulder it? I don't think he wants to, and he did.
Yeah.
It's actually, I think part of it is probably a function of, like, the way this team is built, like, the way that Luka plays, the way that even Austin Reeves plays, but especially what prime LeBron was. It's like, you know, the center of gravity, balls in their hands, like, they attack the rim. Unless you play off of them, then they can get, you know, to a deep shot, and they just surround them with 3-and-D guys and space the floor and kick to shooters, right? That's exactly how you want to surround Luka. That's what LeBron has been, you know, his teams have tried to surround him with his whole career, right? And so LeBron didn't look like, you know, the best version of himself, so to speak, because he was playing, you know, the role of the third guy, but he accepted that role, right? But like, at least for short periods of time, obviously he can still do the Luka role if you don't have, you know, the amount of volume that Luka needs when he's healthy as part of your game plan, right? And obviously Austin Reeves an extension of that too, to a lesser degree. But you know, if the offense can function mostly the same way, LeBron can, you know, perform at 85 to 90% of the ceiling that Luka was playing at for a lot of this year. You know, and they still have the defensive pieces to be competitive on that side of the ball, especially when DeAndre Ayton decides that he, you know, wants
he's gonna play,
that he wants to tie his shoes at the beginning of the game. Exactly. You know, that like they're definitely competitive. Now, can LeBron sustain it is going to be the question, obviously.
I mean,
but
it's good in the first round, to your point.
Yeah,
it's good in the first round. Second round, if you still don't have those two key pieces, can you sustain it?
You don't need him to win the ring on his own, though. Like, if LeBron gets you through the first round, he has absolutely done his job for this team this year.
I couldn't agree more. Like, they got their money's worth out of him for the season.
Yeah.
And he's got Bronny out there. No, Bronny played 3 minutes.
That's a shade dig. That's a like.
I'm not trying to be.
Yeah, you was.
No, listen, but he played 3 minutes. He went 0 for 1, but he in one turnover. But he had a +1 in the plus minus.
Hey, there we go, Bronny.
So he's playing
all
D.
right,
He's doing
all right.
something.
So he's playing
+1 in the playoffs, baby. Let's go.
3
So that means
minutes.
whoever he was guarding couldn't score.
3 minutes of real solid, honest defense.
That was better than Valanciunas.
I mean, Valanciunas is out there for like 6 minutes, and I don't even know what he was.
He played 3 minutes.
3 minutes, 2
minutes.
rebounds, 2 fouls.
In the negative.
And then the
That's
negative.
it.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all he
you
had.
know what? That sucks because tonight and moving forward, any games that Aaron Gordon misses, just because of like the trickle down effect, that means more minutes for Valanciunas, and I'm nervous about that as well.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. That does. There's a lot of question marks going into tonight's game that just started.
They need to send him out there for the sole purpose of putting Jaden McDaniels in the front row.
With the elbow.
Take his flagrant 2,
Yeah.
and we'll see you next game. Yeah,
Yep,
right.
Exactly.
You know, I would not be mad at that, to be honest with you.
No,
or
they need
even Spencer Jones, just to
bad
spear him like.
Just spear him.
Too bad they didn't bring up that
I
guy.
want to see a water boy spear as soon as he comes in.
They should have brought up David Roddy, man, that guy, and have him go out there and hurt some people. That guy David Roddy is dope.
I don't care who they pluck from the end of the bench, but McDaniels should be on his ass the entire night.
Zeke Naji, time to earn your money.
Hey, he's got 6 fouls.
You know what? Maybe Zeke is like shown like a very small amount of improvement recently, but I just don't think he's like that go out there and play tough kind of guy.
No.
Yeah, but
he
he's
is
not
not.
tough at all.
Oh, and if he's out there tonight, he's gonna get eaten alive by Rudy Gobert.
You don't
Gobert's
think they're going to put him out there, do you?
I don't. Well, what are they gonna do?
Who else are they going to put out there?
Who's starting? Spencer Jones. So then now we got to have significant Strother minutes off the bench.
Yep.
And probably some more Valanciunas.
Either Valanciunas or the aforementioned. God, we just said his name.
Zeke Naji. But yeah, so I mean, it's possible. It's possible because they're going to need somebody that's at least
He'll probably
like
do 3
relatively
minutes, 2
tall out
rebounds
there.
and 2 fouls. That's
Yeah.
probably what he's going to get in this game.
Put
feel
up
like
those
they-
Valley numbers, baby.
I feel like they've gone throughout the regular season with Spencer Jones in those spots, is what I've seen.
He has. And I'm hoping that, but they've also, when Spencer was playing small ball, they have played Zeke at the 4.
Sure.
They played Spencer at the 5 and Zeke at the 4. And he's thrived in that role. Because that's what his true position is. He's a 4. He's not a center. They keep trying to put him into that center role, he's not a center.
Jones is going to be
Here it
starting.
is. He's a 4, not a center
He
guy.
is a center, man. I know we're playing positionless basketball now, or they're playing positionless, but that's
I'm just giving you a hard time.
No, it's okay.
Every time you say it, I'm going to bring it up.
the
so.
numbers don't lie though. When he's playing that wing position, he thrives. When they put him in the 5, he crumbles every time.
I don't know about. I think thrive is a strong.
No, he does
term.
thrive. He does thrive.
He
thrives because
survives a little bit better.
He gets to play that weak side D. He also gets to play the dunker spot, right? So he actually does thrive in that role. That's the only compliment I'm going to give that man ever.
I know this is kind of a moot point, but I was really hoping that Deron Holmes was going to blossom a little bit more this year. I'm disappointed
Me too.
he's not someone you could plug into this spot right now.
Yeah,
Agreed.
He wasn't able to shine in the very few chances he got to do something, but he's still on the bench right now. So
Yeah, he's
obviously
on the roster.
they see him as at least some sort of value. You know what I mean? Instead
Sure.
of sending him
He's
back
got
down.
a good jump shot, man. He's got a fairly good jump shot. It
he's-
needs a little work, but
I thought it was kind of weird looking. Not as bad as Spencer Jones.
I
Spencer
mean,
Jones
it goes
Does
in.
it go
looks
in?
crazy.
Baby.
It goes in,
No
bro.
style points.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's still 2 points.
I think that it caused like a foul because the way that Spencer Jones, like, you know. And then
That did cause a foul in game 1.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I think even I think that was even McDaniels. He was like, man, he looked like he was going this way.
He's like, part of him
I
went
saw
this
that.
way, the other part of him went that way.
Because when he shoots, his arm is left,
Yeah.
but his feet are right, and his torso stays the same.
He's kicking his limbs out to draw a foul.
kinda
Like,
Dude, have
no,
you seen
that is
his
his
shot?
natural shooting motion, sir.
To track back, dude, I kind of feel bad for Zeke Naji because he gets a lot of like vitriol sent his way by a lot of people, including us.
Because he got
And
butterfingers,
but
man.
it's what he's
You're
not.
6'7",
He gets
dude.
paid $5 million a year
Well,
to get
but
vitriol.
That's
I'll
not
take
his
that.
fault.
I'll trade for that in a heartbeat.
Because Calvin Booth was
too.
stupid. Because Calvin Booth was stupid. Now he's got to just get hate for the rest of his life.
You want
He signed that contract knowing that he was booty cheeks.
you want to
Would you though? I'd be like, hell yeah, I suck, man. Come on.
Exactly.
You'd be like,
Exactly.
man, y'all get robbed right now.
Man, you could pay me a tenth of that. I'll just sit here and let y'all roast me for an hour straight every single time we do this show. Like,
All right, I'll remember
sign
that
me
when
up.
when our pockets get a little bit
Yeah,
deeper on
there you
this show. Like, here, we're going to pay you this salary. Now we can just crap on you the entire
you don't say
show.
anything unless we let you. I'll do
Oh, man.
it. Sounds great.
He said, I'll do it. I'll do it. Thrive is doing some heavy lifting. Hey, Mark's in the chat. He also said earlier, let's see, there was something about some softballs. I came for the softballs. That's what he said.
And then you stayed for the frozen ones.
Frozen balls are no good. You need those balls to be soft.
Depends
There's a
who you
lot of
ask.
potential in frozen balls. Just got to thaw them out,
Exactly.
spread them out.
Right.
You got to press your fingers into them. Dunk them in some lukewarm water.
Oh, my God.
We're talking about dough,
Uh-huh.
bread, pizza.
Sure we are, Mike.
Uh-huh.
Are you
Sports-
trying to convince us or yourself, bro?
y'all are filthy, man.
Yes.
I didn't
yes,
say
I
anything.
am. Now, Vinny just made it creepy.
I know all about that.
Shouldn't have done what he did. He just a boy. Let me get them French fried tater.
You do that a little too good. He said,
He just a boy.
oh, now you're going to get Ryan all riled up. I was telling Mike about
R&B
how it
voice.
works. I used to do the R&B voice. And Ryan be like, dude, that's creepy.
Yeah.
It's not creepy on the radio yet, but you're 2 desks away from me. It's creepy.
Brought to you by Keith Sweat.
There's an inside joke to that, ladies and
Yeah.
gentlemen.
Yeah.
Because I told him, I said, I can play you about 10 Keith Sweat songs right now in a row. And I guarantee you, they all sound the same.
Start wearing
They
turtlenecks to the
all
show.
sound the same. Every song. And I proved it. Anyways, I don't want to go down that rabbit hole because
Yeah.
I can.
45-minute Keith Sweat Free Ride.
There we go.
He's sort of like this rapper back in the 90s that used to I think his name was 8 Ball, but MC8. MC8. Every song started with Gia. Gia. Every song. It was hilarious.
I mean,
man.
we got people that do that. It's more DJs, I guess, that do that now, but people do that now too.
Yeah, well, I mean, there's trademarks,
Let
but
him have his ad libs, dude.
Yeah,
Gia.
that's a good one. I like that.
All right. Anyway,
Producer's like, no, man. You said that too many times. Try something else. All right. Ready?
Last
3,
album
2,
didn't sell. Think of a new one.
3,
something different. Gia.
That doesn't make sense.
That's
Hey, now.
exactly what I felt like happened.
Mia?
Can you guys hear me? Because I can't hear
Gia?
myself.
Yes,
Well, I can hear myself, but you guys are like 10 times louder.
I'm just a loud
By
person.
design. No,
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
By design. Oh, shots fired. Let me
There you go.
sit back.
I mean, he set himself up for it. No, I can hear you. I can hear you.
I can hear you loud and clear.
Okay.
Roger, Roger.
So,
I'm
all
having
right,
trouble
back to
controlling the
basketball.
volume of my voice.
Back to basketball. So
Basketball.
No noises.
Why do I
Orlando.
keep back on Boston Celtics page? How they doing?
Oh, we could
1-1?
talk about Boston. We could skip ahead and talk about Boston.
I didn't mean to hijack that, but every time I look up,
the
it's
Denver
on
Nuggets
this tab,
weren't the
and I'm not
only
clicking
team
it.
to drop a game at home.
You can always hijack
the
to
Knicks
Boston.
did.
Yeah, there you go.
The Celtics did. Detroit did. Full disclosure, when Boston lost the other night, I sent a text like, I feel better now.
See,
I didn't even say I felt better. I said I don't feel as bad.
I saw the timing of that text, and I was really hoping you were talking about San Antonio, but I was like, this dude's talking about Boston
I
for
was talking
sure.
about Boston.
For sure.
You know me well enough. You should already know I was talking about Boston. That was a
yep.
dig. I didn't put an at Ryan, but that was a dig.
Speaking of favorites losing, the Hawks got the ball down 1 with 15 seconds left against the Knicks right now. Chance to win.
Ooh, is that in that's in Atlanta today, right?
That's in the A.
Oh man,
This is a good series, man.
I
This
was
is a
not
good
expecting
series.
Atlanta to be as good as they are. They got rid of what's his name? Sent him to DC.
Mr. doesn't play defense there, Trae Young.
Barely plays offense apparently because he doesn't. I mean, he can score, but he just no effort.
That dude's been leading the league in assists or top 3 since he's been in the league, though, and he averages
Fair.
20 plus a game.
Fair.
He's just his plus minus sucks because he plays no D. That's all.
Okay, fair
So-
enough. And he also dragged that team down because they got rid of him and like immediately started winning games.
Well, to be fair, this was it. Jalen Johnson has just been phenomenal for that. 20,
isn't that who they got in the trade though?
20 No. They got somebody. They got I think it was Draft Capital and somebody else.
I know they got draft capital. I could have swore he was a part of that trade, but anyway.
But 23, 10, and 8 for this dude this year, man. I mean, good gosh.
That's solid.
Yeah.
That's solid NBA
Yeah.
numbers, man.
And McCollum looks revitalized being on a team that's in the playoffs as opposed to being in New Orleans. So that's, obviously a huge deal
he
for
looks
them,
like
too.
the McCollum of old. I agree. He looks
Yeah.
like Portland McCollum.
Yeah.
The McCollum that I hated seeing when the Denver Nuggets had to play against, because their backcourt was just way better with him. In spite of that, was just, I mean, not spite of, no, I'm thinking of the right guy. But anyways, that backcourt in Portland just used to destroy the Denver Nuggets. Even Jamal Murray just had the hardest time because of their length and size. But he does. McCollum looks like the McCollum of old. Atlanta looks revitalized. They look like they could make a push. They're definitely giving New York everything they want and more. New York clearly was looking past the Hawks. And here we go.
They just hit a shot.
Unprofessionalism.
They hit a shot. McCollum put him up 1 with 12
McCollum
seconds
has
left.
ice water in his veins, bro. Like if McCollum's on your team, that is kind of who you want to. He's kind of like Jokic. You want him taking that shot. Like
Hawks in 6, baby. Let's go.
Oh, man.
how much time is left in that game?
12
seconds.
seconds. So Brunson could very much still win it for him, obviously.
And all they
But
need is a 2. They don't even need a 3.
they
He's got
need-
ice in his veins.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, well, keep an eye on that, Ryan.
If Atlanta's lucky, they'll pass it to Cat instead.
Why is there so many Jalen's in the NBA?
I don't know. That is a weird phenomenon.
Apparently,
Like,
apparently after Jalen Rose got big, got famous. Like the amount of kids getting named Jalen in general just went through the roof, essentially.
I've heard that theory.
Yeah.
There was a lot of
well,
women
it's like
that
there's
like
data.
Jalen.
Yeah, right, exactly.
You look like Jalen Rose. Your name is Jalen. And they all made it to the NBA, so their mamas was right.
I mean, no
Anyway.
kidding, right? No kidding, dude.
All right, so Detroit does bounce back against Orlando yesterday, which was kind of crazy. They look like they took control of that game, even though Orlando did give them a little bit of a push. It looks like Detroit has firmly taken back control of that series, even though they still lost home court advantage. Who do you guys think will come out of that? Like, honestly, that right there, that series right there is a 50-50 to me. Like, Atlanta coming out of nowhere is that's not a 50-50. That's just a Cinderella story, right? But this series, Detroit and Orlando, being as Detroit has never been here before, so they could falter. They don't have the experience, right? And Orlando is a very hungry team and very deep. And they're just getting all of their pieces back, like Wagner and a couple of other pieces that they're getting back because they haven't been 100% all year. But, man, that defense is stout in Orlando. They play hard-nosed defense, and I love it. And
Atlanta up 2-1.
no way.
They turned it over. Wow,
New York's about to lose in 5.
that's awesome, dude.
Man.
You said in 6?
I said I'll give him 6. I'll give him 6.
Nah. If Atlanta just won game 3,
Yeah,
nah.
they're
about to win game 4.
He said it's over.
They're about to win game 4
They
and
gave
then
him the
beat
Vince
them
Carter.
because they almost beat them in the game 1.
Yeah, it was kind of close, but I mean, New York controlled that game. Here's the thing: this was the whole thing about both Charlotte and Atlanta coming into the playoffs. Is these two teams are both young, but they both had two of the best records in like the NBA in the from January 1st on, essentially. Like not like Thunder and Spurs good, but like top 5 or 6 best records in the NBA, right? So the ceiling was there for both of those teams. Orlando was more like preseason, they were projected top 4, and then, injuries and just not gelling, they struggled all year. But obviously interesting with the Pistons being on their heels a little bit and Orlando having home court now. And the ceiling that we came into the season thinking that Orlando had, to your point, for sure.
I mean, they were playing really good in the beginning of the season, and they got the injury bug, and they didn't sustain it, I guess I would say, as well as the Denver Nuggets did. They just didn't sustain their injuries, but they're a lot younger than the Denver Nuggets, so inexperience does account for a lot of their turmoil over the course of the season. But the fact of the matter is that they've turned it up a notch, man, and they're going to give Detroit everything. I think Detroit just has better coaching. Bernie Bickerstaff is a great coach. And he made some adjustments, and Detroit was able to get a win. But I hate to say it, but I think Orlando's actually going to win this series.
I would argue that a big part of Orlando's identity is their defense, right?
Solid
and
defense.
I think that generally translates a lot better in the playoffs than it does in the
Especially
regular
in the
season.
series.
Game slows down.
Game slows down, and it's a much more high maximum effort thing every single night as opposed
Right.
to the regular season when you're going to take some nights off. And so Orlando doesn't have that elite offense to carry them to 55 wins in the regular season clearly, but that defense
They
is
can
good.
shut you down.
That defense is good enough to keep them in every game, right?
Yep.
Where it might be a matter of a couple shots going in or out for one team versus the other to decide some of these games. So I don't think they beat Detroit because I think Detroit also has a very good defense but has a little bit more offensive firepower where where that'll kind of win them the day when push comes to shove. But I do, to your point, I think it's going to remain a competitive series. Wouldn't be surprised if it goes at least 6, if not longer.
Might
for sure.
be 7. How about Cade coming back into a playoff situation after a collapsed lung and actually
Good for
performed?
that dude, man. Yeah.
That dude is Superman to me.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I don't understand how you could have a collapsed lung 4 weeks ago and then step into a playoff environment and then actually play well. That's actually, to me, that's more heroic than your boy in Boston that came back
Tatum.
from like that to me was Herculean.
I mean, it's hard to compare which injury is going to impact you differently, but I do know the next time that we're playing basketball on a Saturday and I'm gassed out after the first game of 21, like I want you just yelling Cade Cunningham's name at me to get my butt in gear, man.
Hey, say less, my dude. Say less.
You'd be doing circles around you with one lung right now. Okay, all right.
Say less, my dude.
Right.
This Saturday it starts.
You just need to get some of those stem cells from Europe
Yeah.
that Luka's got.
Oh, there you
Yeah,
go.
so whatever, yeah.
Whatever they're giving him over there.
Whatever they're giving him
sucking
over there.
spinal fluid out of a baby like South Park, you know?
You had to go there.
What? It's Colorado audience. They'll get South Park references, right?
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Shout out to the. So as a Celtics team, you're wanting to see the Hawks or the Knicks?
Hawks.
I mean, I'd rather see the Hawks for sure.
Yeah.
Just I think the youth is an issue and deeper in the play. The Knicks are really good at choking. Don't get me wrong, but
What happened to the Sorry, what happened to Boston in Game 2 though?
this is the whole thing I was worried about with the Celtics, right? Like they every single year that they've been great, they've done this. They never win series in 4 games. Like
Horrible
they always
defense.
they find a way to take it. I mean, they gave up 30 points to Edgecombe. He's a rookie on the road in his first ever playoff series. Like,
Right.
how do you do that? How
Right.
do you do that? You're built on perimeter defense. Like, you can throw.
That's your claim
you
to
could
fame.
throw 5 different like elite defensive bodies at him. How do you let that happen?
Yeah,
right.
Other than you're not going full throttle because you smoked him in game 1, and
looking past him.
and by the time that you decided to wake up, like it was time and score too late in the game.
It's gonna
We
be
all
hard.
know
It's gonna,
basketball is as much a mental game as a physical game.
Crazy, man.
it'd be hard. It's hard for any team, even like Tatum and Brown, to drag their team through a playoff game with 0 defense. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Brown still had 37 points.
Yeah,
or
he
something?
had 36
like,
points.
He balled out, but
he was a -9.
well, yeah. I mean, the whole
Walsh
team kinda was
-15. Pritchard -15. These guys are getting on the court and
just getting
ran over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it was ridiculous. So, I mean, obviously, I don't think that's, and it not for nothing, but the Sixers shot 50% on threes in that game. The Celtics shot like 25%. So
It's just one.
that's
Almost
not
like
gonna
it's just, almost like it's just one of those games. Sometimes there's one of those games.
Well, and especially when we shoot the volume of 3-pointers that we do, right? Like, if we're getting open threes, then I'm happy about it because eventually they're going to drop. But they struggle to win series in 4 games because you're going to have those stinker games where you're missing open threes and you fall behind, and it makes it harder to play defense.
I don't think that the 76ers are bad, but having like 5 guys in double digits, that's
That's tough to beat.
yeah.
And 76ers aren't bad, but they're not good either.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think they're terrible. They're obviously not terrible. They're in the playoffs, but getting 5 dudes in double digits is not necessarily a normal occurrence.
I think that Boston had a lapse in judgment. He said it himself. He's watched more Boston games than anybody in this room.
Yeah.
They do this. This is what they do. The Nuggets used to be as bad at it as well. When they dropped that second game, they did the same exact thing. They just had a lapse in judgment and thought that they were looking past their current opponent.
Well,
and dropped a game.
Again, though, the similarities with the Nuggets and the Celtics over the past few years has been their teams. They both shoot a lot of threes, and
Yeah.
again, like that, some of those,
And
like,
you live or die by those.
some of those are going to be good looks. Some of them aren't every game, right? But as long as you're consistently getting open looks, you like you said, you live with those, and then you live with the consequences if you have a cold shooting night sometimes,
Yeah.
But that same strategy can allow them to win by 25 in Philly in tomorrow as well, potentially. Like, you don't know what's going to happen, but
Well, bad news. 5-0 to
it's
open the
early.
first quarter.
You're so dramatic.
I just hate starting that way, man.
Like somebody's dog died or something, man.
My
Like,
dog died, Ryan.
It's 5-0, dude. Like, okay.
It's just not a good way to start.
Yeah.
But I could talk basketball all night, but we've got about 7 minutes, and I do want to talk draft really quick. Mine is even behind. It's 7-2 according to Mike's laptop. over here.
Ant just hit a jumper.
Did y'all see the Rams take Ty Simpson, by the way? At 13 overall, they take a QB, the second best one.
That's
so
crazy.
I don't know if that's like Matt Stafford's like back doctor or spinal surgeon, whatever, that was making that draft pick or what. But that is interesting, man.
That is very interesting. Also, the Titans taking Tate was a bit weird when they
The wide receiver?
yeah.
Who would you have taken there?
I mean, I'm not saying I wouldn't have taken him there. It's just that he didn't have that high of a grade.
Yeah, they were high on, obviously, getting a wide receiver, whoever they picked, but he was a third-ranked wide receiver.
Yeah, and they picked him 4th overall.
He's a big dude. I wonder if that's like, were the
6'3",
other
195 pounds.
Well, I mean, I guess Jordan Tyson's a similar body type that went 8 to New Orleans. And who's the other wide receiver prospect? He's not even off the board yet.
What do you think about Jeremiah Love to the Cardinals?
Oh, Mekhi Lemon's the top prospect, and he's still on the board. He was 10th overall. That's wild.
Is he small?
Sorry.
No, that's okay. That's another wideout, right?
Yeah.
Oh, please make it to the second round.
That's the one that we would have gotten at 30.
That's the one. That's one of the ones that was on the list. Please be there in the second round.
He is smaller, to be fair. He's 5'11", 190. So not super small, not Jalen Waddle small, but
Is it Jalen Waddle? I thought Jalen Waddle was taller than that, isn't he?
no, Jalen Waddle's like 5'10", isn't he?
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Don't quote me on that, but I thought
he's not huge, but he's leaning towards the smaller, like the not a typical Sean Payton.
Yeah.
All right, we got
right.
5 minutes left here, so
Sorry, so
if you're
Jeremiah
looking
Love.
if you're looking at the draft right now, because it looks like the first round is almost concluded, right? We're at pick.
We're only at 18. We got some time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we don't have time, but
Well,
they
you know
have
what I
some
mean.
time.
Yeah, right.
Do you see? Let's start with Ryan. Do you see any surprises thus far that you, any surprises like at all?
I mean, I think the biggest thing that stands out is Kansas City trading up from 9 to 6 to get a dude that was borderline lottery pick draft grade after getting rid of an all-pro corner in the same offseason and then drafting one. Obviously, they just didn't want to pay that dude long term, but they still gave up a lot of draft capital to make that pick. So obviously, they're very high on this guy, Mansour Delane from LSU.
Mhm.
I mean, he was an All-American. That obviously presents a certain ceiling. You can also get All-Americans like Jahdae Barron when you pick DBs in the first round and get role players still. So
Right.
a lot of draft capital to get him at 6, but obviously a need on that defense. I thought that was a very interesting pick. And then, I hate talking about the Cowboys, so I'll be very brief on Caleb Downs. The Cowboys actually investing in their defense for once. I mean, like I said, I think the biggest thing, I don't know if people are projecting this or not, but obviously a big statement from the LA Rams going with Ty Simpson at number 13 there for sure.
All right, real quick, Mike, before you get into yours, do y'all think the Broncos could have jumped up to position 16?
But by trading who?
The same trade.
No.
No.
Okay.
You're not going 30 to 16 for
Nope.
less
All right.
than a third rounder.
All right, go ahead, Mike.
Nope. I mean, I don't really give a flying frisbee about the draft until the second and fourth round, to be honest with you. I'm shocked that the Raiders paid Kirk Cousins $80 million to back up Fernando Mendoza. Still, I don't get that. That doesn't make any sense to me. I don't know what the game plan is there. As far as
What's the end game?
maybe with the Chiefs trading up, Andy Reid would tell you to trust the process, but I don't know what kind of process they got going on over there in Vegas because that just doesn't make sense to me to do that.
At
You know what I mean?
at this point, Cousins' agent must be getting like 60% of that, right? Like,
So I think the top percentage of a cut that an agent could get is like something crazy, like less than 5%. But there's some under the
Under
table.
the CBA.
There's some under the table. Were we talking
there's
about
some
that? Like
Kawhi Leonard stuff going on.
we were saying that Kirk Cousins was
Don't
gonna.
pay attention to the man behind the curtain.
I think you were on assignment, but we were talking about that Kirk Cousins is going to build a statue for his agent. When all is said and done.
All three teams that he played for.
Because that guy has just finessed every single last team that he's had to do a deal with for.
He should have him as his
Cousins'
best
behalf.
man.
That dude might be the first agent in the Hall of Fame. I swear.
Yeah,
real.
he might. He's definitely.
He should, if he makes it to the Hall of Fame, he should give it to his agent. He should give his yellow jacket to the agent.
Cousins has his own Hall of Fame with just his agent in it.
His agent at least gets a whole sleeve of the jacket. You know?
Yeah. You can have the buttons.
So
The cufflinks.
my thing is I do feel like the Broncos could have got up to 16.
Here we go.
And that's where, and this is the weirdest pick to me, was the Jets picked Kenyon Sadiq.
The tight end.
Yeah, in a position that they didn't really need. Not necessarily need. They have a lot more glaring issues.
The Jets need everything.
The Jets are very needy. the Jets need
Okay,
any
so I
help
guess they
can
did
get.
need him because they need everything.
They need
They're
something.
Well,
except for running back, maybe. But
to your point about the Titans, that's what's interesting about that pick. Like, don't you recognize you're in that position where it's like literally just take the most talented player on the board. It doesn't matter where they
Yeah,
are.
that's
Like,
kinda
you
weird.
need
Yeah.
just raw talent somewhere on the roster.
That's where they're at. What they need is to learn how to stop mismanaging the team. Dude, Jesus Christ.
Right.
let's start. Mike said, "Let's start with the base."
Yeah.
Yeah, let's start with the foundation. You know what I'm saying? Ground up.
Yeah, the foundation is cracked, bro. Let's fix that.
Just rip it down to the studs.
Stop getting new curtains already.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that'll do it for us this week. We appreciate you, Sports Fiends. Don't forget to follow us at Sports Fiends with the Z's on all of your social medias. And we will see y'all next week, man. We'll know what the Broncos have picked in round 2. And go Nuggets, go Avalanche, because both teams are playing as we speak. So I don't know what we're going to do. I do have enough TVs and laptops.
Go Rockies.
And the Rock. I think the Rockies are playing today, too.
They lost.
Oh, did they already lose?
10 to
Okay.
8. 10 to 8. It was a valiant effort.
Hey.
Respectable.
Respect. All right, man. We'll see y'all next week. Thanks for tuning in. We'll catch y'all next week at 7 p.m. Deuces. The boys are back in town. Don't think I didn't hear that, Vinny. I don't know who keeps using this mic, but they're stupid.
No, it's Adam, dude. That's his spot.
Adam is stupid.
Why?
No, because he keeps moving it to where it's off balanced.
Dude, because he sits.
it to where it's like right here.
Yeah, you
and
gotta.
that's gonna eventually.
No, because he sits all the way back and does jabs all day. So
All he has to do is this.
his show, his
Bring it
mic.
closer. You don't need
His show, his mic.
balance of the microphone, bro.
He's gonna move it back
Oh
again.
my
now.
God, 12 to 4.
No, honestly, you want to be down by 20 in the first half in this series. That makes you the favorite. Haven't you seen?
That's true.
Yeah,
That
I mean,
actually is very true.
12 to 4?
Wildly true.
you gotta get that betting app to give you the money.
There you go.
They're gonna come back.
12 to 4. Shut it down. Blow it up.
They're gonna.
Trade Jokic.
No.
Shut it
Okay,
down.
now you're
Blow
tripping.
it up.
Now you're tripping.
Trade him for a third-round pick.
Yeah.
Third round? Really?
Trade him to move from 30 to 16.
Yeah.
Oh my God. This is why I love our show.
What the hell?
I'm about to put some real like